G'day mate, and welcome back to Capital Industry with me, Jitty. In our last episode, we upgraded to advanced smelting. And between episodes, I went and upgraded copper to advanced smelting as well. Glass is also ready to swap over to advanced smelting. And more importantly, it does mean that now we're making twice the amount of steel and iron that we were making previously, along with twice the amount of copper, and potentially we could make twice the amount of glass. Not that we need to just yet, but it's all set up, ready to go. Most importantly, it means we're burning a whole lot less coal. On a weird sort of side note, it also means we're outputting more exhaust than we were previously. It's a sort of weird combination, and that might lead to an exhaust issue down the pipe in a future, but we'll probably worry about that when it comes. But today, what I want to do is I want to get into silicon and also electronics number 2. But for that, we need a few things. Plastic is one, and also I'll need graphite to actually run the arc furnaces to make silicon. So we have a few things to do. They are the main 2 things I want to knock off the list today. But before I get to that, I of course want to send out, shippy to go find out what prize we have here. Also, I want to talk about research, but not before I ask you, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like in the video. And if you didn't like the video, you didn't enjoy the video, well, I'll tell you what, you can have your like back, but it comes with a free ticket to the island. So what I want to do is I just want to remove canola and fruit, put them back at the end of the queue, because I really want to get the ship bridge and the fuel tank upgrade both done, because Mr. Shippy can only go visit, this, and also he can go visit this. All the other pirates are too strong for us. I do want him to upgrade the sulfur mine, and I'd like him to upgrade the bauxite mine, but he's a little bit lazy. Oh, what'd I do? I did that. That's what I did. Cool. Mr. Shippy is gone. Excellent. All right. Before we get into things too much, I do need to do a few things. I need to build a special ops team of 3 diggy boys. We'll talk about them later. I also need to explain exactly what I did when it comes to upgrading smelters. So I've turned off this guy. We're not going to produce iron from this guy anymore. I don't need to. We have with the double production from our split smelter, he can more than cope with the amount of iron I need to make construction pass 1. I do have just 5 workers available, which means I also need to unpause those 2 houses. And at the same time, I'm going to put in 4 more houses. We're going to need more people sooner or later. And we're going to get the trucks to build those guys. So with that done, you can see our belts through here. So we put the limestone right underneath the slag belt. And as we scroll across, I put in a bridge. I made sure I had a bridge so trucks could get through. And then we came to the copper smelters. The copper smelters are basically the exact same. It means we can upgrade, we could build these 2 electrolysis machines at the end, which were already placed there. They were just there as ghosts. And I brought in the sand belt right above the coal belt. And that's the 3rd magical ingredient they need. I have put in a number of smelters, just as ghosts for now. They're there in case we want to upgrade smelter, copper in the future and expand it out a little bit. As for glass, things are, mostly fine. I do have a bunch of upgradable smelters. I made them all available for, Capital Industry Update 2. Update 3, I have changed them a little bit. Not a whole lot, but definitely a little bit, because some things have changed. One of the big things that changed when it came to glass smelting is, broken glass, which turns out I need to build that, because that hasn't been done yet. Broken glass was a change when it came to the glass maker. Also, the glass maker Mark II used to output 72 glass, and now it only outputs 24, whereas the blast furnace Mark II is going to output 48 molten glass. So you need to change things up a little bit. They're a little bit wider than they were before. The good news is I have access to my own blueprints, and if I look at this one, which is our current tier of smelter, I guess you could call it, and can I just put you here, because I don't want to have that bit. I don't want to also apply that bit. And then can I have you? And can I put you here? Okay, so it does mean that, if I want to put out more glass smelters, I can, and I want to sort of reserve the space, so to speak, for probably 4 of them. 4 of them seems about the right amount of glass I want to have potentially in the future. These are already linked into the exhaust pipe, so that makes my life nice and easy. There's an extra connector there for reasons I don't understand, and they're a little bit wider than the original one. Yeah, so it's just something I need to keep in mind when today we will go and work on the next project, being 2 projects, and I actually want to open up research. We've finished train pollution -2. I want to work on Electronics 2. Electronics 2 requires us to have silicon, so I need to get silicon smelting up and running. Also need to have electronics, we have those. I also need to have PCBs. PCBs require us to have glass, we have that. We need to have plastic, I don't have that. Also need to have copper, we have that, and that'll give me PCBs. So this is the part I want to work out. Yeah. Oh, also I should mention, when it came to the end of copper and into glass, as you can see, I already had sand on a belt and I already had limestone on a belt. So they pass under another bridge, so trucks have access, and they come over and they directly feed into the glass mixer, which means I don't have these extra buckets here for both sand and glass anymore, or sand and limestone anymore. They're directly fed off the bus, and it means now I have 1 bucket for sand, 1 bucket for limestone, and also 1 bucket for coal. Yeah. Again, I've mentioned the old blueprints. They're all on the Captain Industry Hub. If you're interested in the new blueprints, yes, I'm having trouble talking today, obviously, they're all available on Patreon. But what I want to do is I'm going to knock this off the list. We've done advanced smelting, and I want to knock plastic off the list because I have to. So plastic, I'm going to again be lazy. I'm going to literally go into the oil blueprint and grab the plastic maker. It's nothing too complicated. It's dead easy to put together. It is literally, almost a mirror copy of the rubber build right beside it. We need to bring in naphtha. You can also bring in ethanol if you wish to make ethanol from food products. There are other ways to make the ethanol, but most of it's from food, and that'll give us plastic. So that's all I need, along with chlorine. Chlorine we have all the way back at the town, and I have a very full tank of chlorine here. Chlorine comes from brine, and I could take a brine pipe all the way across the map. I could also take a chlorine pipe all the way across the map, because, well, I've already proven running really long pipes doesn't really cost too much. It's not really a big thing, but... Oh, and I also need to unpause you and you, because now I have population. Yeah, but what I prefer to do is I prefer to start making chlorine over here, because we're going to need chlorine for a few things. So we're going to make chlorine over there. The other thing I need to plug in is the naphtha, which comes from this tank, which is the bottom tank, and therefore the bottom pipe. And I happen to have naphtha right here for rubber. So we're just going to plug you into you. We're going to get you built. I'm also going to get one of you. Yeah, well, I built that one. Can I get those pipes built? Yep. And I need to have that naphtha pipe built as well. And let's bring naphtha in here. You are going to prioritize naphtha over diesel, which is the plan, right? Priority in from that pipe, which is the naphtha pipe. Yep. And then we can run naphtha through to here. These guys, I just now have the pipes built in the middle, which I'm going to let the trucks do. And yep, that pipe too. I don't need that anymore. And then we need chlorine. The other thing I do need to do is, move the box forward a lot. And we're going to pretend that you're going to end up being our plastic box all the way up here. Yep. There. Cool. And remove that. And we're just going to clear whatever you had. And enable construction for, I guess, this guy and this guy. Yep. So we're going to have the trucks do those things. Can I upgrade you to a tier 2? Because otherwise you just look stupid. Yeah. And then you can be tier 2 around the corner. Cool. So I just need to go find chlorine. To find chlorine, I'm again going to use blueprints. I know, it's horrible of me. But some things are just a little bit awkward to put together. Especially this. This is exhaust scrubbing for the oil blueprint. And you should click in right there. So we've already done exhaust scrubbing. We did exhaust scrubbing over there, don't forget. And you need to have water. We have water. Water happens to be this pipe right here. So can I get uni? And can I actually have the uni button? And can I bring water through to there? And then into here, and then into here. Okay, on top of that, you need to have exhaust and lightning and thunder. The exhaust comes from this pipe. It's been piped in for a long time. We take all the exhaust from these systems and put it into a couple of 200 pipes. And then, vent it if I can't push it down this pipe. Now, this pipe happens to be a pipe 2, because at the time I built the pipe, I didn't have access to pipe 3. We now have access to pipe 3. So I'm going to upgrade you, and then you come out here in, can I upgrade you as well? Into a pipe 3. So I need to build that, and then I need to build that and that. Cool. That'll give us access to exhaust scrubbing. Now, exhaust scrubbing is going to have an output of CO2. CO2 I need to dump somewhere. That's already built into the blueprint to dump it into the CO2 pipe right beside us, which is the CO2 dump from the hydrogen reformers. On top of that, you're going to also need to dump your sulfur, which is going to come conveniently into the sulfur belt right here. Yeah, it's already been pre-planned. Lastly, you need to, well, do something with your steam. Your steam is going to head out, and it's going to head into a couple of thermal desalinators, you, and you, which we've used these before. We use these as part of the town, and they're going to take a little bit of low-pressure steam, plus a little bit of seawater, and give me clean water. Clean water is going to come out here. Can I get the uni tool again? Yep, those two and those two, which is conveniently automatically just dumped into the water pipe that goes over to the sour water strippers. And you don't have your connector, so you've been doing nothing for a long time. Perfect. All right, so that's going to run the water that way, and it's also going to give me brine. Brine is the main thing I want. Okay, copy your recipe there, so we have less recipe to look at. And brine is going to come into this, well, split up, and then into this tank. And then from that tank is going to come into both these electrolyzer machines and give us chlorine. The main thing we wanted. So all I need to do to actually get this up and running is I need to take the brine out to the sea. I also need to get the seawater in from the sea. So we're going to grab a little skinny pipe from here. We're going to come up to height number 4, please. And we're going to go to, I don't know, this way somewhere. Can I just bring this out and just park you there? Yeah, that looks great. Cool. Then I'm going to grab a, well, Mark II pipe, because we're going to need a little bit more seawater in. I want you to go out, pipe 5, please. Yes, an anti-magnet on. Cool. And you're going to go over the top of the brine pipe. And cool. Then I just need a jetty patented pump and dump. So we need to have water. I need to have seawater pump. Can I put you here? Yep. And here. And then between the two of them, can I put a dump? Perfect. You are going to be dumping brine. And then I just need a couple of pipes. So we're going to go with fluid pipe. Can I get a Mark II? I'm going to bring you out of tile this way, this way. I'm going to plug you into there. Yes, I can put the whole lot in a single Mark II. You're at height 5. Yes, seawater was on top. So we're going to run straight over the power generator and into that pipe. Cool. Can I flip that? And can I build that? And can I build that? Cool. Brine is, well, actually, we're going to bring brine from this side because I can. Can I grab the pipe? Please grab pipe there. Bring you up to height number 4 and run this way. There to there to there. And then, well, you can just go there. That works. I don't mind. And you're going to go into that. And can I get all of that built? And that built. And that built. Okay, I don't have enough uni. I know that. Uni's not doing great. All right, so we can then get that built. All right, with those 2 pipes built, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. They're just to indicate where things go. Can I unpause you? No, unpause you. Unpause you. And some trucks can build that. I don't need that in a hurry. I do need that one in a hurry. So let's seawater in. And with the seawater coming in, you have a little bit of steam. You have a lot of steam. And you have a little bit of exhaust. Okay. The next problem I'm going to have is I've just made the system very efficient, like very, very efficient. So I'm not really burning much in the way of excess oil anymore. So I'm not really scrubbing a lot of, well, anything anymore. At least not here. I'm not making a lot of exhaust because we're not making a whole lot of byproducts. What we're making, we're pretty much using. Like, this whole build doesn't actually do anything anymore. This only turns on if for some reason my steam out here fails. It's literally a backup. So you technically don't do anything. So you don't actually output any exhaust ever. So, you know, you again don't do anything. But yes, because I've made the oil refinery efficient, because I'm being very efficient with it, I don't have a lot of exhaust to, well, dump into this pipe. So what I need to do, oh, sorry, not that pipe, that pipe, yep. So what I need to do is I need to find an alternative source of exhaust. I happen to have 2 very fat pipes here that happen to have potentially a lot of exhaust in them. So what I want to do is put a little cut, probably from here to here, and also right below it. Cool. And then we're going to have you disappear with uni, please. Thank you. Can I put you right there? Can I have you built? And can I have this big fat pipe just swing into there, and then this big fat pipe swing into there, and then we're going to build that. Cool. That lets me merge my potential 450 and 450 exhaust together, so 900 pipe. And then I want to, well, steal a good portion of it. So we're going to bring this out. We're going to go, oh, no, don't put it in the water. That would be bad. That's how you get bubbles in your water. Okay, can I bring this out? And I'm literally going to dump it into, well, actually, can you stay high for a little bit longer? Yes, and then can I dump that into, is that the right pipe? That is the wrong pipe. It's up one more. Up one more. Yep, can I dump that into there? Yep, and we're just going to, well, build that, and then I'm going to say, I want you prioritized out that way. Yep, I want you to dump all your exhaust into this pipe, which is then going to force all the exhaust down this pipe. It is a 50-50 merge, so I'm pretty sure any exhaust I get from here should make its way into the pipe. If it doesn't, oh well, bad luck. That should bring all the exhaust down here, which should be more than enough to feed, well, this guy as well. So that should double the amount of exhaust you guys can process. I do have an overflow, so if we can't run the exhaust out this pipe, because technically 240 and 240 is 280, and my pipe only moves 450. 240 and 240 is 480, and my pipe only moves 450. It does have an overflow. So I could hook in the overflow. I should hook in the overflow. I'm not hooking the overflow at this stage. I'd prefer to have the exhaust go that way and get scrubbed over there instead. But you shall now give me a little bit of a low pressure steam. Low pressure steam turns into brine. Brine turns into chlorine. And then we need to talk about the next part of the project. So I need to have chlorine. I also need to have graphite. Now I've only just got the research for graphite when I researched the arc furnace. So we can now do plastic. That's now a done deal. But the arc furnace is what's actually needed to make the poly. So silicon poly comes from, well, molten silicon and hydrogen, and that comes from a silicon reactor. The silicon reactor obviously takes in molten silicon. Molten silicon comes from an arc furnace. Arc furnace takes in sand, plus some coal, plus some graphite, hence why I would need to build a little bit of graphite, is going to give us our molten silicon, plus some slag, plus some exhaust. It's just a different smelter. It's a little bit of a bigger smelter, it's a little bit of a more power-hungry smelter, but it needs a few things. One of the things it does need is, build please. It does need just a touch of coal with a touch of chlorine to make a touch of graphite, in fact an awful lot of graphite, because our arc furnace uses 3, and 4 coal becomes 12 graphite. It's not a bad investment, and also going to produce us a little bit of sour water. So what I need to do is, I need to build that. I also need to build that belt, and that coal bucket. Can I copy, you're the Pro 9. Yep, can I copy that coal bucket and apply that there? And can I give you a quick upgrade? Excellent. So you are then going to produce for us our, well, graphite. Now the graphite's going to come out on the graphite belt, and over to here, which is going to go into the graphite box, which we're going to promptly upgrade as soon as you build. Truck's going to get that one done. All right. On top of that, you now put sour water. Sour water, well, it would be convenient if we could just dump that into a sour water stripper, which almost like somebody planned for, and just goes into that pipe right there. So we're going to build that pipe as well. That'll take our sour water, dump it in between all our sour water strippers. It'll get cleaned up because this is the grand total of 4. You might notice this uses an awful lot of power, so it's 500 kilowatts worth of power. Double. Yeah. Right? That is the doubled amount? Yeah, it's 250 doubled 500. Okay. So it's 500 megawatts worth of power, kilowatts worth of power, which is an awful lot when we sort of have power problems as is. But that should get you up and running. The coal is being fed in automatically now. You are going to upgrade it to hold our graphite. And on top of that, we have some chlorine. Now, chlorine needs to come out on this pipe. And then needs to come out on this pipe. And then join our giant pipe, pipe bridge, pipe, whatever you want to call it. Pipe bus. There you go, pipe bus. And it's going to come all the way down to the far end of this pipe. That is the correct pipe. That is definitely the correct pipe. Cool. It's going to come all the way down to here. And then when it gets here, I need to take it over to plastic. So we're going to bring it over here. Height number 5, please. Yep. Can I bring you to here? Can I jump over all that mess? Can I come to here and then go down to the ground? Is it the ground or height 1? It is height 1. Cool. Can I go up until it turns out? And then plug that in there. And that's going to be our chlorine. And all I need to do is flip that. Cool. With that now flipped, you will eventually get some chlorine after it wanders its way down the pipe. That'll start making our plastic for us. You're going to output exhaust, which after all the effort we've put into scrubbing everything, I don't really want to dump into the atmosphere. So we're going to get you built, and then I'm going to take my exhaust, and we're going to plug that into that balancer I just happen to have built right in the location where I happen to have a little bit more exhaust that I need to get rid of. So we're going to dump you in there. Cool. You're going to get built, and that solves our plastic problem and our exhaust problem all in one hit. And yes, it's a very long pipe. It's going to get there eventually, but that solves our plastic for us. Cool. Next thing I need to do is I need to, make ourselves some silicon from an arc furnace to make our electronics too. Which leads me to my next problem. I know exactly how big this is going to be. I've built many arc furnaces previously. I also have built many shippies that need to go and visit. Yeah. And what do we get for our visit? We found microchips 1, microchips, electronics 2, and electronics 3, and more of that, and also that and sugarcane, but I believe that was some time ago. Right, so I need to build another furnace. So we're going to have a silicon smelter, which I need to put, right about here. Which leads me to my next problem of, you remember that power plant that I built because our power was not doing terribly great? Well, it's in the way. So what I'm going to do is copy the whole damn power plant, and instead I'm going to put the whole damn power plant over here because I can't really put up like a right angle on a giant mechanized shaft because that would probably break things. Actually, don't want you there. I want you here, please. Cool. So I'm going to take my steam out and we're going to dump that in there instead. Then I need to sort of build this. Can I get you built? Can I get you built? Can I get you, and you built? And do I have enough unity to do this? I have enough unity to do that one. I don't have enough unity to do that one. I don't have enough unity to do that one. And not that one. Okay. Alright. I need to do that pipe as well. And you're going to have my depleted steam. My depleted steam I need to take and still shove back into these guys to cool it off. So I need to have that pipe done and that pipe done. Right, so with those done, 2.2, yep. One more? No, okay. Can I unpause the rest as well? Because the trucks can build the rest. I need to flip you, so going in the correct direction. Everything else should be fine. I just didn't have that part built. Can I delete those? Because they're on the end, they won't affect me. I could actually. Can I turn you on and you on so you guys can spin up so you can run the other three, and then I can get rid of that and that and that. Oh no, I can't get rid of that one. Putting power through it. Okay, can't get rid of that. Yeah, I can't get rid of that. I can move the shaft up a little bit. Okay, you are now built. Okay, and you're built, so I can now unpause you and unpause you, which will run these three generators. And with that done, I can then, delete this, which cuts off the steam input. Probably helps if that was built. It's built now. Can I pause you for the moment? And I don't need to pause you because you're downwind, down steam, down whatever. Can I get rid of you? Can I get rid of you? There is no energy left on the thing. Can I get rid of you, and you? Cool, and you, and can I flip that pipe? Cool. That is everything rebuilt, and ready to rock and roll. And all I need to do is probably switch off that much. Cool. Then we can put in our silicon smelter. Now, our silicon smelter is just going to go right about here. I'm going to intentionally set you guys to don't deliver for everything because I want to actually go through the process of getting this all up and running without the trucks helping and delivering random things. So what I need to do is I need to bring in our coal. We already know that coal is at height number 2, and we're just going to plug that in there, and we're going to come all the way back to here, which is the last place we use coal, and start unpausing some belts. So can I get that built? Can I get that built? Can I get that built? That built? That built? That built? That one, and then we can get this one built. Yeah, I don't know why you have an extra joint in there, but whatever. All right, can I also upgrade that one, and upgrade that one, and that one, and that one, that one, and cool. That's down tier 2 all the way through. All right, so that goes coal. Also, can I unpause that one? Next thing we're going to need is, well, I need to output the slag. So let's do the slag as well, because that's pretty self-explanatory. We've all dealt with slag before. Yep, I know. My ex was just the same. And we can unpause all those. Slag is just all plumbed together, brought on one single belt, all the way up to the grand slag bucket, where, well, we dump it in the sea. All right, just like the X. All right, so with that done and that done, last thing I need to do is I need to get in sand. Now, conveniently, well, glass needs sand. So we have a sand belt, which then pops under the bridge and then ducks off to the left to go do, well, glass. But it can also duck to the right, yep, at height number 2, which is like already pre-reserved for it, and come all the way up to here for us. Cool. Can I get that built as well? All right, and that'll bring in our sand. Excellent. On top of that, I need to bring in a new material, being the graphite, which is built. So can I get a belt from, no, I need a flat belt because it's entirely different to everything else. Bring this out one tile and then bring you down to the ground. Yep, that's going to be it. Can I unpause you? Can I go copy the graphite box because it's just easier? And we're going to put you there, which is going to say no ball. But we're going to unpause that and then I'm going to flip this and flip this and unpause that. Cool. So that'll bring in our graphite. Can I also upgrade that? And do I have any others I have to upgrade? Yes, I have to upgrade sand going all the way back to there. Yep, that should bring in sand fast enough. Because you guys need 48 sand each. So I need a decent amount of sand. All right, that should bring in our graphite as well. So then we have our connection ones, our connecting pipes. One of them, well, if we look from this direction, yep, that should be coal. That should be sand. That should be the graphite. You are already plugged into exhaust, except I'm pretty sure my top pipe is way more full than my bottom pipe. Can I click on that? 48%, 22%. Yep. So can I plug you instead into the bottom one? Because of the way arc furnace works, it produces so little exhaust, just 24. I can just run the whole thing on one single tiny itty bitty pipe. Can I get that done? Can I also set you guys to bring in the graphite? And can we get that done? Okay, then I need the exhaust. I need the arc furnace and the arc furnace. I need the slag, and then I need to build these guys. So these are the actual hydrogen reformers. I built the Mark II version. Well, that's fine. You're meant to be paused. You? Apply from you. Yeah, you guys are all meant to be paused, and that's the problem. Can I move you guys to this side so trucks can get past? I'm actually going to move 3 of you to that side. Yep. Can I build these? And then can I unbuild these? Cool. So I didn't have these guys built. And they take in the molten silicon, plus they take in hydrogen, which is why we built this Rapsode refinery. And if I flip that, I've had a lot of problems since this update with blueprinted pipes and belts being flipped. Like, I know the direction they were built. I built them in the direction I wanted. I ran a test to make sure everything worked when I plugged everything in, and then still found out things were flipped when I physically placed the blueprints later. All right, but I need hydrogen, so we're going to come up to height number 5. Seems reasonable. We're going to duck. Ooh, water pipe. Okay, I'm going to duck. The water pipe's at height 5. Okay, we're going to go to height 4 then. Cool. We'll duck to right up against the water pipe. Yes, please. We'll duck under the water pipe. We'll come under the water pipe. We'll come under the water pipe further, all the way to here. And then we just need a touch of hydrogen. So we're going to plug that in there. It's pipe 2. I don't need a pipe 2 because you guys use 4 each. But eventually when I build a million of these, I'm going to definitely need a little bit more power, a little bit more hydrogen. So we're just waiting on coal, which is somebody's backward. Or Missy. Or Missy. You're backward, right? Nope. You're backward. You're the wrong level. Okay, can I make you the right level? And that should remove the connector. Oh, you're backward. You're backward. You're backward. You're backward. You're backward. You're backward. Cool. Slag's the right direction at least, so that's something. And sand's already here. Okay, so then we get to power these guys up. And this is the fun part. They need 4 megawatts worth of power each, which is the equivalent of 2 of these guys flat out running. So now we've got to move the power plant. I need to power up the other half of the power plant. because that's going to give me an extra, well, 2, 4, 6 megawatts worth of power, and you're going to use another 4. Yeah, it's a little bit dicey. Can I just uni build you and uni build you? Nope, I can't uni build you. And I'm out of construction parts. Okay, that's fine. We'll get some more. Actually, why are we out of construction parts? I know I'm spending lots. I don't have enough 2s. It's only getting 50%. Okay. Can I just drop that for a little bit and we'll store them up later? Okay. So that gets our silicon reactor up and running. And now we can start having some silicon. We're going to have a little bit more power issues, probably. Can I get that done? Cool. And then can we go to Mr. Shippy? Now he's gone and done a few things. Can I set him off and then go into the ship designer? Can I give you a better bridge and a fuel tank? And spend 1,000 steel, 100 mechanical parts, and 500 electronics. Great. Go. Can I also... No, I don't want to load that. No, we're just going to keep that one on the ship. Yep. I don't want to do... The project now can be restarted anytime. No, I don't want to abandon it. I'm happy to do it. I just can't afford the construction parts 3 right at the moment. Right, so that should be silicon running. Right, and we've delivered to the sulfur mine. Nice. We have a low supply of plastic. I know about that. I don't need to see the research tree right at the moment. And concrete slabs. We know about plastic. Low supply of steels because I need 1,000 steel. Not surprised. Sulfur mine's been fully repaired. That's fine. Wood storage outpost is full. All right. Next thing I need to do is I need to, I said I need 3 excavators for a special job. Special job is to be, a special team. Can I get terraforming here? Mine control tower. Can I put you, actually, let's go put you at this side. That way I know where you are. You're up, so the ship you up. You are going to be the special ops mine control tower. Yep. Can I have 3 diggy boys and also about 5 trucks? We have a look. No, this one. That one. I have 33 idle trucks, so 5 is not really an issue. Can I get you built? And can I pin you for just a minute? These guys I want working on special projects. First special project I have for you is, what can be dumped here? Probably nothing. I want you to work on just this. Yeah, I want to have a way to get from here down here quickly. Because we have access to this island. That's been finished. And I have plans for the future, but I need you guys to start implementing plans by just digging this little bit out. Once this is dug, yeah, I can start filling in the rest. It might break my oil pipe, but I'm not really using it. And then, we can look at what we're going to do after that. Can I actually make that wider? Sure, I allocated that much area. Can you dig that much area for me? Yep, give me quicker access down to here. Cool. And I'm going to enable that as well. Sure, we can start filling up as well. All right, so my special ops team. There they are. Okay, special ops team. I also need to, at the same time, now we have a special ops team. Well, thank them. So first off, I need to thank the wonderful YouTube member, Matt70. Thank you for being a YouTube member. Thank you for continuing support channel. I also need to thank Tommy Pockets for being a YouTube member and enjoying early access videos. And finally, I need to thank Anders Bo Hansen for singing the Mbop song and also being a YouTube member and continuing to support the channel. Thank you all 3 of you for continuing to support what I do here. I do hope you enjoy this series and being part of the special ops team. Speaking of, actually, no, I might need that power. All right, so with this now running, we should have some silicon. Can I pause you? I don't want you running. And aha, that's the culprit. All right, and you should now also be running as well. Now, this is going to make us 18 times 2, being 36, times 2, being 72. It's an awful lot of silicon very quickly. It's going to use a fraction of hydrogen and going to use a crap ton of power. But it also means we can get into electronics 2. To get into electronics 2, I want to have enough room for potentially another one of you and potentially a whole nother set of you. Yeah, that's sort of important. After that, I'd like to work on electronics 2. So can I put you here? Can I put you here? And can I put you here? Cool. I want a bucket. I'm going to put a bucket in line with this bucket. Yep. You are going to be electronics number 2, please. And we want to start playing this out. Actually, give myself another tile just in case. Tiles are important. I always build myself in. So let's give myself a little bit more room. And you are going to be making electronics 2. So electronics 2 requires electronics 1, which we happen to have. Plus it requires the PCBs, which we need to make. And it requires silicon. So This should be as easy as grabbing some electronics 1, which we're going to bring out. We're going to bring up to height number 1. We're going to bring this all the way over here, and then to the middle of this building. And the building has to be moved over. And bring this to here. And we're going to bring this in at, no, can I come to here? Then go to height 2, yep. And then I'm going to come to here. No, further. That one? Yes. We're coming to here at height 2. Okay, can I get that built? Can I move you over a lot? We're somewhat close. Ship in battle. Okay. Oh no, it was a research finish. Oh, speaking of research, yeah, can I have that added on the end of the list? Cool. Alright, so I need to have these guys. They're going to have the electronics, which is going to need a flat lift. Can I put you there? Plug that one in there and that one there. Cool. Then you need to have the silicon. So silicon needs to come from over there. We'll get that in a second. And you need to have PCBs. So I need to make PCBs. PCBs are this recipe. They are glass, which we happen to have. Well, funnily enough, right there. They have copper, which we need, which is funnily enough right there. And they need plastic, which is all over there. So we're gonna have you. You're gonna come right behind this, and you're gonna have a belt that goes all the way to here, and then stop that, all the way to there, and then all the way down here. And actually, that's completely wrong. Stay. Cool. I need to have enough room to put over here, please. I have enough room to put this back to back. Yep. So I need you to go here. So you go here from memory. Can I do that again? 2 tiles. Okay, and 1 extra tile. Actually, I won't need an extra tile between this. Okay. So you are going to put your PCBs over here, and they're going to go well straight into this machine and straight into this machine. On top of that, this is a makes 12. This is a needs 6 each, so it's a 1-to-2 ratio. It does make life a little bit easier. So I need to have electronics are in, they're done. PCBs need to get done. To do that, I need to have glass, which we are going to. Can I go to this tab? No, it's vehicle tab, and then it's this tab. And can I get myself a bridge, which I'm going to guess is going to go here? And I need to bring in, well, copper first. Can we do copper? Copper is going to come out. It's going to come screaming across the top and in at the bottom right there. Okay, that's copper. Then I need to have glass. It's going to come out. It's going to go to, where? Through the hole. And then after it's gone through the hole, I want you at height 1 or height 2? Height 1. Yes, height. No, I need you to go lower. Oh, I need you to go from. I need 3 tiles to get to height 1. Cool. 3 tiles. All right, so that's my glass, which also needs a lift. Can I put a lift here? Okay, it's the wrong height lift. Can I get another lift? Can I put a flat lift? There, that height. Cool. And can I put you there and there, because you're going to need to be there in the future. All right, so that's my glass. And then lastly is plastic. So plastic is all the way over here. But I also need to have silicon for the other one. So we're going to grab our silicon first. I don't need any of these boxes. They never exist. Not if you've already put down one of them. And I'm going to bring you out a little bit. We're going to come over here. I would like to bring this down and straight. But that needs, well, the copper mine to get out of the way. Which should happen, hopefully not too soon, but soon enough. All right, can I bring you over the glass belt? Can you come up early? Go over proper. And then down, and then I need you to come to poly, which is all the way down here. Can I bring you to height? Good question. I'd like to put you over the top of that, but those block off things. So, okay, we're going to go beside this. And can I bring poly into here? Look, in that hole. That hole. Thank you. Cool. Then I just need to have a connector on this one. Cool. And that's my glass done as well. Poly done as well. All right. And then finally is plastic. Plastic we're going to grab. We're going to come out. I'm going to go straight up as quickly as I can to height number 5. Go over the power plant. And I'm going to stay height 5 for as long as I possibly can, which is I don't know where, because height 5 is not a number I'm used to working with. Okay, I need 1 tile cut out of that. I need all of you to go one tile left. Cool. And then I'm going to bring my plastic around. It's going to travel with the poly. And under the third slot. And I need to be 5 tiles? 5 tiles. To get to height number 2. And then you're going to go to, well, right there. You're also going to continue over, so I can get more of you in the future, but that is our 3 belts. So I just need to build you, and you, and you, and you, please, and all of you, and all of you. That'll get me my PCBs. My PCBs will then head over here and get to my electronics 2, which is this machine and this machine. And can I get those done as well, please? And the best part is, apart from recycling being away, which is going to get moved in the future, it is as easy as copy, paste to put in another one, which we're going to end up needing to put in other ones in the future. Same goes for these guys. I can easily copy and paste to double them up, and we can put in more of those in the future. It does mean we're going to need to have even more electronics to make even more electronics 2, and that's before we even get to electronics 3. But this should give me some production to get it started, and all I need to do is have that box built and have truck not help. Please stop helping. Plastic's on its way. All right, concrete slabs we know about. Delete. High supply vehicle parts 2. I don't really care. It says low supply. It's like 1500. We've got plenty. All right, and can we see you power up? Yep, you've powered up, you made some PCBs. You guys are going to receive the PCBs. You're going to start making us electronics 2, which means, more importantly, I can now unlock this research, because I need to make 20 of these before I can even research this, which, come on, is about to happen. Done. Cool. I can now research this, which gets us to the next tier of construction parts. Not the next tier of research, but the next tier of construction parts. From there, I'm going to go straight to the next tier of research, because I want this unlocked. There are lots of other things I want to work on in the meantime, like I'm going to, well, actually, no, I probably want this one unlocked first. Yep. Can I remove that? Can I add that back afterwards? And then whilst we're upgrading labs and upgrading all the production and making the new science packs and all sorts of other things, I want to unlock the statues maintenance. I probably want to unlock offices. We can say shorter household appliances, not that I've given them any household goods yet, therefore no glass rocking chairs, and that means we get into the next tier of research, which is going to unlock bigger belts, bigger pipes. It's going to unlock bigger tiers of housing, although we're in the year 213 and they're still living in shipping containers, and I don't plan on letting them out of their shipping containers anytime soon, but it's possible they could, well, very soon move straight into housing tier 4. It's not going to happen, but it's possible. But this lets us into the next tier of research, which means, well, we are most of the way up the tech tree in just, like I said, 200 years of gameplay. Yeah, it's not too bad. Sure, we do currently have flu severe, which means some people are not staying on the island with us. And like I said, if you want to have your life back, that's perfectly fine. Just be aware it comes with a free ticket to the island. And bit of build. Okay, with the build done, we can now have electronics 2. They can start stacking up. Which means, yes, in the next episode, we can look at, well, getting into the next tier of research, also the next tier of power. That's going to be a very, very big one. We get even more power out of what steam we're using, which is probably good, because I'm a little bit worried about our power generation. You know, it's come down a whole lot because, well, the box is full, but if I put in a bigger box, we'd burn a whole lot more power for a whole lot longer. And you're actually running? Are you out of... Oh. It's the little ones. The little ones is what kills me. Yeah, but with all that said and done, I'm going to leave this episode here. We now have graphite, we now have plastic, we now have silicon, we now have electronics 2, and yes, we have access to a whole lot more of the game, and Mr. Shippy is now upgraded. Yep, so he can go off and say hi to more friends, which is going to be great as soon as I, well, find you 90 crew. Yeah, remember how I said about that housing crisis? It hasn't stopped. Anyway, with all that said and done, like I said, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the very next episode. All right, bye.